And we're live. A little late, but yeah, we are here, and everything is happy. Ev- I don't know what I'm saying. I'm really tired. This is day 178 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. I have a bit of a headache, so I will probably keep today a little bit chill in the interest of not like nuking my physical health a lot. Last time we continued doing a little bit of middle end plumbing. I think we took the redesigned data structures, or we did the redesign, and we started like threading them through HIR, and we got a lot of like AST to HIR done, I believe. Now I believe the only threading we need to, or I guess the only plumbing we need to do now is just going from HR to MIR. And I believe we ran into a pretty pesky problem last time, specifically concerning this like temp int thing. I've like currently renamed, I guess, like all of these like hard-coded int values to be like temp int. So the idea is I can just replace them at some point. And this like works, but well, there's a whole problem that we have where we don't know the types of these things, and well, we have more than one type now, so we can't really hard code it for better or for worse. And this shows up in a couple different places. I've had to like think about what we wanted to do with this, but I think I've come up with a pretty reasonable, I guess, take on it. And I guess we could start by just looking at the tests, or I guess like the output. So if we look at like call chain, for instance, so part of the whole point of MIR is to, I guess, make these sorts of like chained expressions slash like compound, I guess, expressions. I guess make them more explicit with like explicit declarations, and it creates some bloat, but the benefit of this is we kind of know what type everything is as a result of that. And since we know the type of everything, that lets us just like kind of, we don't need to encode a lot of information because we can just kind of keep the mapping from the declarations. So my idea is we're just gonna use the declarations to create a mapping of types per function, and then we can use that to figure out what type, I guess, specific things are. Yeah. That might, I'm not sure how well this will work. Yeah, I guess I guess we'll have to like look at what the outputs for all of these are, but we'll figure it out as we go. Let's go, Aiden. Hopefully your compiler pile is also going all right now. Yeah, hopefully Pectel is not terrible. It probably is terrible. Okay, let's see, where do we start? I think resolve atom is probably the easiest. We can just assume that it's an int, and then if it's a variable, then we need to just check what type the variable is, and we will be fine. I guess this means we should probably start with like this whole declaration thing. Yeah. We have like this value mappings thing. We may as well make a type mappings thing as well. Everything is like very explicitly typed now. So where is value mappings? There it is. So we can do that. Let's give it, instead of that, let's give it little MIR type. And this should be type mappings. How'd you resolve the whole like library thing? Yeah, with bear. So I think I have bear here. Yeah. So my bear generates, I guess bear generates a compile commands JSON. So from like wherever your project directory is, you do bear -- and then like whatever your build command is. So here I do like make build. I think the 322 framework has like make all. What the hell? Oh yeah, this is fine. I guess it's just rebuilding, which is kind of ironic. But yeah, it's just that one command, and then it should vomit out compile commands. Yeah. So then like, if we look at compile commands, it's just like it's just a bunch of like ClangD slush, but this is all stuff that ClangD will use and include stuff like the pectoral include directory, for instance, or like gtest, because I'm using gtest here. So yeah, it's literally just like one line. Bear is just goated. rn yeah. What's good? Oh gosh. Do you need to link in config? It should just automatically detect because it's in your project root. Okay. Let's figure out this whole stupid type mapping thing. We can just yoink this line. Actually, let's just do that. And then we have like this T thing, which is the type, but we never, oh no, we did use it here. Okay, so then we can just do T. Oh, why is this a pointer? This should not be a pointer. There we go. Gotta go compile my life. Yeah, I'd be very curious what the timer looks like. Good luck on that. Let me know if you have any questions on like pectoral, or ask Akash even. I think Akash could explain it better. Okay, so we make the type mappings for declarations. That's fine. Listening while going home. Good to hear. Wait, you didn't use pectoral? Wait, there's no way. Yeah, okay. Wait, so did they just like give you the parser for like the later homeworks, or like that's because that'd be insane, right? Lexi parser. Huh. Switch partners after. Oh. I see. Okay, how the hell do I... What am I doing here? This should just be int by default, I think. Let's just yoink that. What am I doing? Where am I? I'm lost. Okay, let's do that. So if it's an identifier, then we need to... So type equals... We can literally just do type mappings at type. Or type? A get value. That's what it is. Yeah, I think pectoral's probably the same sane choice to do. What is wrong with this? Arrow. Whoops. I don't know. There's no sane solution for parsing, to be honest. Like it's not. It's kind of just like gonna be miserable regardless. It's just like, do you want to look at like a giant if tree, or like do you want to just like look at a bunch of templates, right? Like you're just not gonna have a good time anyways, I think. Like, yeah. Also, Aiden, another goal you could have is beating Clang/GCC. I think that also like has funny resume value attached to it. I don't know if the prof throws those in at all, but when I took it, Clang and GCC were in there, and it was pretty funny. Now, if you can beat both of them with 03, that would be insane, and I'd be quite happy to see that. Okay, so we have 1, 2. Do I have caps lock? No. Okay, wait. What is this order? Oh, it's reversed. Okay, sure. So I have these 4 instances here of temp int, or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So uniriop. Oh man. We could do the same thing here actually, I think. We could literally do the same thing as not that one. There's a thing somewhere up here. Am I going insane? Wait, what? Add parameter. What was this for again? Oh, we need to... I see. We need to add the type mapping. Oh, that's good, Romy. Good to see you. Okay, maybe I should just, like, comb through this a little bit more closely to figure out where I need to add types. I don't think I need to do anything for the functions specifically. Yeah, because we just get a type and we just do a thing. We did need to handle the params. Luckily. Yeah, and then from here it's just like the usual visitor stuff. We don't need to do any additional type stuff at the back here, I think. There is the other issue of figuring out what I need to do for these two, but I will worry about generating code for that later. Yeah, actually, how would deref and address work? I don't know. We'll worry about that in a second. I guess since it's like an allocate, it kind of just, we can just like keep, I don't know. We'll figure that out. Did you almost finish it? We're getting there. We just got a little bit more cleanup to do. So how many of these are there? Or type, or temp. Yeah, so there's 4 more of these. Okay, so we have like a output variable, right? In uniriop. Let's look at the test again. Regression, input, or expected. Oh, we don't generate any real uniriops, right? Or we don't have any like tests with it, right? Is it in here? Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, okay. So it does have a destination. So that's fine. So like if we do like hypothetically I variable. Okay, yeah. So variable is like the thing that we're getting the type of. So we want like or do we do that later? What? What? Oh. Right, because we declare it already. I see. That's okay, that makes a lot of sense. So we can get variable get value. So we can just yank this line, right? And then we can paste that in and change this to type mappings. That seems like it should be fine. And then we need to figure out what to do here, but we'll do that in a bit. For now, let's yank that. Let's do this again. It looks like we stuck to the same naming convention for some reason. Not that I'm complaining at all. Let's see. So this call is gonna be annoying. I think we don't generate this anyway, so it's fine. Yeah. So we're just gonna figure out what type the function is. Yeah, we're gonna do, wait. Is there, I don't know. We don't care about this anyway, right? We'll leave that for a second. Let's figure out call assign first, because I think this one we actually do care about. And by figure out, I mean we copy the one line that we've been we've been pasting in everywhere. So let's delete that. Let's just paste that in like that. Reformat everything. Life is good. Okay, so now we just need to figure out what the hell we want to do with this unary op thing. And I think that should be it for the middle and plumbing. What do you mean problematic line? What was I doing? Oh man, yeah, I need to like comb through this and clean it up eventually, huh? Okay, address should be fine. I think we just get a pointer. What's good, Mohammed? Cool hair, thank you. Yeah, one of my sub goals eventually, or either sub goals or like donation / like channel member goals, is probably gonna be like picking what color I do my hair next. No guarantees, but stay tuned for that potentially happening in the future. Okay, so address, so we're getting the address of something. So that thing has an alloc attached to it because of the way we're generating things. So we should just get the alloc then, I believe. Yeah, let's do it like that. Oh wait, this is gonna cause a mess for mem to reg later actually, because we can't. If something has like, if something gets addressed to, then we can't really put that in a register anymore, right? Is that a thing? Wait, now I'm curious. Wait, Godbolt. What was I doing with stdlib? Let's use vim. Okay. So let's do like, so we have like int I equals 0, and we have like int star j equals address of I. Oh, this is just the preprocessor, so let's get rid of that. Emit LVM? Yeah, okay. And then we can like -01 it maybe? I don't know. Okay, well that doesn't help us. Let's do return J, I think. We'll do that. Or like int star square. I don't know. Yeah, so that's a pointer type, and then yeah, so this can like become a register, right? But this necessarily cannot be. This necessarily cannot be turned into a register. This has to stay as like some sort of stack memory. Ignoring the fact that this is like illegal. Yeah, so then what if we do like int k or int star k equals j, and then we can return k? What do we do there? Does that change anything? It doesn't. Or I don't know, like volatile? Is that a thing? That changes nothing. Well, the bottom line is, I has to stay stack memory, so we're gonna have to modify mem2reg once we get there. But yeah, this should be fine. So here we want to. Oh boy. Yeah, what do we do with this? Yeah, this is rough. Yeah, how do we generate some of this again? Oh, right, we just take the value. So own op res equals so we want like value mappings, and then we want like I get value get value. I guess that looks really funny, but it makes sense, I promise. So that's address. How the hell do we deref though? I guess, what type is this again? This is a value star. How long have you been working on this project? However many days I've streamed, plus like 10 or 20 days probably. So probably like close to 200 days actually. We're definitely getting really close. Okay, so for deref, how do I even... Yeah, what do I even do with this? How do I deref something in here, actually? That's really annoying. Oh, load, right? Yeah, so we can just load, right? Are you making a compiler? Yes. I'm writing compiler from C to x86-64 with the goal of, I guess, at least learning more about compiler design and hopefully eventually landing a job where I can work on a compiler in a production environment. Okay, this is gonna be a really funny binary op. So we're just gonna load from the putter. Here we want to take address of value. Also been working on a project for that long, I needed to end. Yeah, I feel ya. I don't think it's really easy to just like have projects go forever. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing. I personally think it's fun to just like keep working on it and just like keep figuring out what micro incremental things you can add to it. But it's definitely nice to have like predetermined like milestones for where you want it to go or where you want it to have gone. Let's yank that. Let's paste that. What type is this? Oh, it's a binary up. Oh, that's really annoying. Huh, okay. Let's... What if we make this just an instruction? Like that. It appears to really not like that. What is unary operator? Oh, it's... Oh, I see why we can't do that. Oh man, that's so annoying. Okay, let's redo that. Let's make... Oh man. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. It's so bad for me, but only motivation is I'd be more upset if I didn't finish it. I feel ya. I guess it's not like a bad way to keep going though, to be fair. Like that's a very powerful motivator. Let's go Crimson. I'm working on a game from scratch in C++. Ooh, that seems fun. Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy to take a look at it. It seems like I want to make a game eventually, but I don't know. I also like don't want to because like I already have like streaming as like my creative outlet, but I don't know. Game dev is always really cool, and I admire people that do it. I want to start learning kernel programming. I know C a bit. How do you recommend I start? I think if you haven't already, you would probably want to at least either have read through or like taken a class on just like basic system stuff. And then from there, probably a class / textbook on OS stuff. So like a basic systems course, a basic operating systems course. And then I think like probably working on like the Linux kernel or something is probably a good place. And by like reading through the textbooks / taking a course, that also includes like doing the labs, because a lot of this stuff does require just like, a lot of like learning by doing. So like if you've read through a like OS textbook, that's very different from like doing that and like implementing like x86 64 paging, as well as like, or file system, as well as like some sort of like paging. Yeah, I think like the hands-on learning is a very important part of the learning, and it will just like help make everything stick a lot better. Architecture is probably good to look at as well, yeah. I don't think compilers is as necessary for that, to be honest. It's like pretty important, but you can kind of get away with like less knowledge of it. Same goes for networks, but it's still pretty important. Okay, what was I gonna do? Oh, right. We need a generic instruction type, I think. And that's very annoying. I want to, okay, let's delete that. Let's do that. And then we want to static cast to middle and mir instruction binary op putter. So this way we just like, yeah, so we can get the pointer to the base class while keeping the instruction, so we don't make as much of a mess. Although this is evidently not how not how it's going. Yeah, so here is instruction. We want load, I believe, because we're just loading from the value. I have a question: do you use AI in your workflow at all? I don't use it in IDE, but I like occasionally ask Claude / ChatGPT like for potential design ideas if I'm like really stuck, and I end up reading it and going like, this is a terrible idea, I'm not doing that. More frequently than not, the main instance where I use an LLM is for just like debugging, because sometimes I just don't want to read the stack trace. Yeah. It's all very personal preference at the end of the day. IDE AI is annoying? Yeah, I kind of agree, to be honest. I don't know, like, I like enjoy typing out the code. I might be like insane in that regard, and like maybe it's because like this whole project is like necessarily me just like fumbling through everything to get more reps in, but like there's just like a certain joy in just like typing out the keystrokes as opposed to like sitting there and hitting tab for like 3 hours, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like a personal preference thing. And like no shame on anyone that like does use like AI-driven autocomplete, but like, I don't know. It's all personal preference at the end of the day. Okay, how the hell do I make a load again? Let's go to... Where's load? There's load. Oh, it just takes a type and a pointer. So we want type. And then we take value, which should be a pointer. Right? What type is value? Wait, we already have value, right? Am I insane? Yeah, we have value. Why did I do this again? Oh, I see. Yeah, we do need to do it that way. Yeah. Wait, what? What type is this? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, so we need to do it that way. So we're just taking a type. I hope that's fine. Hopefully that doesn't like cause any issues down the line. It would be very annoying if it did. What is wrong with this? Static cast to what type does this take? It takes an allocate? What? What was I doing? What type is this then? Oh, it is just a value. And what is resolve atom again? Let's see. Where did I put that? Surely it's up here. Yeah. So it's either load or oh, that's not ideal. Oh man. So it's the result of the load. Oh. God damn it. Okay. Why does this have to be an allocate? Can we just like static cast it to allocate and like hope it goes well, right? Is that something we can do? What? I've taken an OS course and computer networks course and architecture. Okay, yeah. I think you should probably just keep working through that then for the time being. Yeah. I mean, I don't really think there's much else you can do, for better or for worse. Hopefully this isn't like cursed. Can we like dynamic cast it for now? We'll do that, and then oh man, this is awful. Oh. Oh. God damn it. It has to be an allocate if we're doing this, right? Like, surely. Does that have to be? Wait. What the fuck am I doing? Wait, no, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense at all. This should just be correct. An allocate is also a value. Wait, what? Okay, we're just gonna try it like this. And if something breaks, then like we will look at it when we get there. In the meantime, we want what is the result of this unary op? I guess we just yoink that then. And then this should be instruction load. Yeah, we'll do that. God damn it. Took a database architecture course. Ooh, that seems cool. Yeah, it sounds like it would be very instructive in a lot of different things, actually. I think a lot more goes into databases than a lot of people think about. Okay, I'm very scared. Let's hope this works. And if this prints, then like we will be in good shape. If it doesn't print, then like we'll be in less good shape. Let's give it putter. So AST is fine, HR, MIR. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, so these look correct at a glance. Okay, let's debug this now. Oh man. Val grind. If it's failing in the print, then we have a null pointer, I think. Oh man. What the fuck? Where am I? Unordered map. Instruction 6. What's good, Lane? Got a haircut? Yeah. It's been a couple of days, actually. Oh, man. Oh. So we're making the load inside of the thing, and something is going wrong with the load. Because it's a freaking null pointer. Ah. So this isn't gonna work. This chud thing is not gonna work. What the hell do I do with this? I guess we could just use this. Yeah, we could just do this, right? Yeah, that should be good. What's good, Mason? I think that is a pretty good time to join that. I think that's pretty fitting for this whole project. Oh wait, this broke again. Okay, this broke very differently. That's in 2 strings. Ah. Okay, let's run this without that, without Valgrind. Is it just sec folding? What? Oh, right. Okay, this is very fitting, actually. This makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That is probably supposed to be null for better or for worse. So what happens if we just do this all the way? Illegal instruction. What in the hell? Oh man. Unreachable. What are we doing? How are we getting here? What is happening? Oh man. How are we getting an unreachable? How are we getting to the unreachable? Ah, there's so much going on. Okay, well, I think we should resolve the other issue first. Yeah, what do we even do? What do we even do here? I think this is like the best we can do. I think we're like pruning a lot of stuff very early. What if we do this with dash 0? That still doesn't work. I went to Woodinville. Oh shit! Wait, damn. Washington homies. Spring break's hard for us. On Monday I'm taking Phil and Psych. Ooh, those seem fun. Very non-CSy, but I imagine there's some fun to be had there. It's funny because one of my friends here also was also a Washingtonian. So it is just like really cool seeing other people from the same state. Oh, what the hell am I doing? How do we mess with the test? Go Hawks? Hell yeah. Yeah, so I think this test should generate properly. Or maybe this one I could understand maybe struggling, but this one I guess also probably should struggle. Yeah, this is kind of just doomed. We need Malak. We really just need Malak, I think. That's the big thing we're missing. Yeah, these programs should just not work. What happens if I throw this in? What if I throw all this into Godbolt, just out of curiosity? Let's get rid of like that. What's wrong here? That's fine, sure. Okay, well I understand why they like stack allocate extra stuff. Yeah, maybe we should do like this initial store as well. I think that might be smart. Muted or am I crazy? I should be unmuted. Hopefully I'm... I would be very concerned if I were muted. Oh, I got pinged somewhere. 1 second. Yeah, okay. Pretty much finished with the CS class for my associates? Ooh, I see. I guess it's good to hear that that's wrapping up at least. Yeah, we should make an alloc. We're probably gonna do that next time though. I think there's some like other cleanup stuff I want to do. So let's like write that down at least. Figure out param alloc. I'll figure out what that means again next time. And then there's one other thing that I was potentially looking at. Real quick, let's add source. Initial attempt at plumbing HR to MR. I believe it was in AST to HR. There was a specific thing somewhere. Yeah, binary op. Figure out AST to HR binary op types. Yeah, okay. I think that's probably like a good enough place to call it though. Yeah, I think that just needs like a little bit of, that just needs more research, but I will look into it and it will be fine. What are your plans post-grad? Hopefully I just like get a job working at like some company that lets me work on a compiler. And yeah, I think that's kind of like the gist of it. I don't really think there is much more interesting beyond that. Yeah, this will be what we do next time, I think. Again, I have a bit of a headache, so I'm probably just gonna call today's stream here. Thank you all so much for showing up today. If you haven't already, like the stream, sub to the channel. Also join the Discord. It's linked in the description. It's the best place to get pinged when I go live. and chat with everyone else in the community. Everyone is really chill. You have a solid 200 hours of content that you know your stuff. I sure hope so. A lot of this is like me bonking my head against the wall, so I mean, yeah, my LinkedIn, my GitHub are also down there. Feel free to add me on those. And lastly, my GitHub sponsor is also there. If you wish to support me financially, that would be the place to do so. Yeah, once again, thank you all so much for your support. Take care, take it easy, and I will see you all tomorrow, and hopefully we can put this slush pile to bed. That would be great.